I feel like there was one week that I was in China where multiple actors, including Simu Liu and Lupita Nyong'o, talked about how there's no opportunities. Because remember when Lupita did, she did 12 Years a Slave, and she was incredible, and she won an Oscar. And then after that, a lot of people were kind of like, where's Lupita Nyong'o? Like thinking that she was going to have this massive career. And she's been in movies, like she's had roles. But what she said in this interview is unfortunately the truth, which is like somebody who looks like her, who was in a film where she plays a slave, and that was an incredibly successful film, won Oscars, the expectations for her to keep playing roles like that, and how essentially she is faced with a choice of, do I keep playing these kinds of roles that they want me to play, or do I turn them down? But that means that I will have fewer opportunities. But I don't want to keep playing a slave. Like, hello, I did not become an actress so that I would play a slave for Hollywood.
One of the questions that I also have is, when you win your Oscar, how does that impact your career? And how that also opened doors for you to do many things that you're doing today?
Well, my winning an Academy Award came at the very start of my career. It was for the very first film that I had done. So it really did set the paces for everything I've done since. But you know what's interesting is that after I won that Academy Award, you think, oh, I'm gonna get lead roles here and there. Oh, Lupita, we'd like to play another movie where you're a slave, but this time you're on a slave ship. Those are the kinds of offers I was getting in the months after winning my Academy Award. And it was a very tender time because, the world has, now there's an expectation for you and your career. There were think pieces about, oh, is this is this beginning and end of this dark-skinned black woman, African woman's career? And I had to deafen myself to all those pontificators because at the end of the day, I'm not a theory. I'm an actual person. I like to be a joyful warrior for changing the paradigms of what it means to be African. And if that means that I work one job less a year to ensure that I'm not perpetuating the stereotypes that are expected of people from my continent, then let me do that.
Yeah, and people over the years were like, why is Lupita not in more stuff? She was only 30 when 12 Years a Slave came out and was the film that shot her to instantaneous success. I'm pretty sure she's a graduate of Yale Drama School, which is one of the most prestigious drama schools in the country. And the answer should have been obvious, but she's confirming it here. It's that she just had more slave roles thrust upon her, and she was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so that meant that she had less opportunities, but that she was trying not to perpetuate stereotypes and trying not to be pigeonholed because she's because of the color of her skin. And the truth is that Hollywood, when it comes to black actresses, still prefers lighter skinned or mixed race black women to play their ingenue roles, to play, the types of roles that just offer more variety. And with darker skinned black women, usually they won't find success until later in their lives, like Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, even like Angela Bassett. It's something where in their 20s and their 30s they miss out on the roles that go to go to people like Emma Stone, Jennifer Lawrence, Sydney Sweeney, you know, these actresses who they get to play everything. They can be the love interest. They can be in like weird A24 films. They can be, you know, whatever they want. The sky is the limit. Zendaya purposely goes for roles written for white characters, which someone like Lupita can't do. Yeah. And not because she doesn't have the talent. Lupita's one of the, honestly, I think Lupita Nyong'o is one of the most talented actresses out there. It's just the obstacles that she has faced, of course, because of the industry's nonsense. Yeah, the industry's nonsense that is still ongoing. Okay, here's Simu Liu's post. You know what I will say? I have cooked Simu Liu in the past, but recently I've really appreciated him speaking out. He spoke out against what I think it was like JD Vance, and he's been talking about the amount of backslide in Asian representation. He's been recently he's been based on the timeline. He has, and I've seen people be like, "Oh, this guy is so annoying," and so now I'm in my era of I'm standing with Simu Liu. Okay, so here was the original thread. Hollywood, put more Asian men in romantic lead roles. Like, oh, I know, man. I know. I feel like we only get Asian men in romantic lead roles when they are films by Asian people or films where like the lead female is also Asian. Despite many fans asking to see him in more rom-coms, Manny Jacinto revealed that since Freakier Friday, Hollywood has opted to offer him dad roles. Now I think I'm getting... That's crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. This man is so sexy. Why are you putting him in dad roles? He's only 38. Why? Hollywood, you are wasting some of the sexiest motherfuckers out there. Now I think I'm getting dad roles. How do you watch Freakier Friday 2 and be like, you know what that guy should be in? He should be in dad roles. Yeah, he plays a dad in the film, but that shouldn't be the takeaway. Guys, I don't think that's me yet. I'm sorry. Let's pull it back. This industry is always a little weird, the actor laughed. Now I think I'm getting dad roles or dad auditions. I'm like, guys, I don't think that's me. Let's pull it back. Put me back in the box, actually. Though his tone was light, he did muse that his resistance was also just because I'm stubborn. I hate being put in any box. The stubborn artist in me wants to just do anything and everything. John Cho says that despite the amazing Selfie, where he proves he's the perfect rom-com lead, he did not get many offers in this genre. Hollywood, what you doing? That's always the question. Daniel Day Kim says Asian representation in Hollywood, this is from 2011, has gotten better, but there's still room for improvement. I still haven't played a romantic lead, and I've been doing this for 30 years. It's like, why didn't he have a career like a Brad Pitt? Right? Like, this man aged better than Brad Pitt. At one point, Daniel Day Kim was basically the only Asian actor. Yes, because that's what happens. It's like, you're one of the few who makes it through. You still don't get the opportunities that your fellow white actors do. And yet you're still one of the only ones, and you have just, you're it. You're the representation. Okay. So then Simu Liu said, put some Asians in literally anything right now. The amount of backslide in our representation online or on screen is fucking appalling. Studios think we're risky. Minari, Farewell, Past Lives, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Crazy Rich Asians, Shang-Chi, every single one a financial success. No Asian actor is losing a studio even close to $100 million, but a white dude will lose $200 million twice and roll right into the next tentpole lead. Fucking Johnny Depp. We're fighting a deeply prejudiced system, and most days it sucks. Hollywood would rather cast washed up, ugly as fuck, abusive assholes who are losing studios money. They would rather cast them over an Asian actor, over a black actor, over an actor who's like not Jared Leto. We're fighting a deeply prejudiced system, and most days it sucks. Yes, and it just feels still that it feels still that unless it's an Asian, one of the rare Asian directors who has the ability to drive a vehicle that gives opportunities to Asian actors like Celine Song's past lives, then there's just the opportunities are few and far between. And when there are opportunities, God forbid if, like I said, it's not a home run, then the message, the takeaway is, oop, I guess we can't see. Oh, we were right all along. We were right all along. Can't have women directing films. Can't have actors of color in lead roles.